that's going to be a little bit harder because Minnesota's at 3, so it's really interesting to see like who might win.
This time, I ask that you please partners remove your hats. Active duty veterans may keep their hats on while rendering military salute. And now, join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem performed this evening by the Michigan Hockey Band under the direction of Dr. John Pasquale.
exchange here. Looks like that line of Dylan Duke, Gavin Brindley, and TJ Hughes is sticking together.
So frustrating.
Are we on press?
Hello, check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check.
Yeah, I think I'm on the press Wi-Fi too. It should work.
Check, check. Check, check.
Are we back on? All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. We're having a bit of a Wi-Fi issue at Yost Arena. It's an older venue, doesn't have all the amenities of some of the other Big Ten rinks, but we're back. Michigan leads 1-0 with 13:34 left in the first period. You're listening to WCBN 88.3. I'm Connor Earegood doing play-by-play, and I'm joined by Sydney Cyprian, who's doing the color commentary. Michigan got a goal by Dylan Duke off of a face-off play, a clean win by TJ Hughes to give Michigan that 1-0 lead. Notre Dame is in the offensive end. They just want to face off. Chipped in. Michigan's Marshall Warren tries to play it out, but Maddox Fleming from Notre Dame gets a stick on it and keeps it in. Notre Dame still has possession down low. Fleming around the net. Carries it around toward the boards. He's going to dump it down, and looks like Carter Slager got the puck. Or excuse me, that's Grant Silianoff. They're playing a little bit of catch behind the net and to the boards. Notre Dame keeps the puck. Paul Fisher at the point. He fires it across. Long shot blocked by Toronto Maple Leafs draft pick Nick Moldenauer, Michigan forward. He gets the puck on a change. It looks like there's a bit of a scrum at Notre Dame's bench, but that's broken up. Michigan has the puck. Phil Lapointe chips it into the zone, and Marcus Stoppa is going to go forecheck for it. Looks like he almost wins the puck, but overskates it just a little bit, and Notre Dame's going to be able to break out of their own zone here. Still pressured by the Stoppa line. Notre Dame reverses it. Plays it back. Brennan Ali, Red Wings draft pick, chips it into the zone, and Jake Barchevsky stops it behind the net and tries to chip it out himself. Marcus Stoppa is going to collect that puck and pass it across. Turnover. Notre Dame has it in front. Can't quite get anything on it. That's Carter Slager, the freshman. His dad is an assistant coach for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Marcus Stoppa gets hit, but he chips the puck out. And Notre Dame's going to collect it in its own end. Michael Astor Domenico has the puck. Reverses. Back to... It's not Master Domenico. That is Drew Bavaro, the transfer from Bentley in the Atlantic Hockey League. Barchevsky settles the puck behind his net and gets it to Seamus Casey. Casey scans. He's going to skate it up himself, and he threads a pass down the center of the ice that hits Rucker McGroarty and bounces behind Notre Dame's net. Notre Dame's going to take possession here and try to break out of its zone, pressured by Michigan. Notre Dame skates it in. Passes, and Frank Nazar is able to be there and chip the puck away. Notre Dame with a whole lot of pressure since we joined you last from our technical difficulties. Seamus Casey and Tyler Duke, his defense partner, are trying to win the puck along the boards. Garrett Shifsky is finally able to get it out. He carries the puck up the boards, up the ice, and gets it to Frank Nazar, who hits Rucker McGroarty. There's a yawning cage there, but Shifsky couldn't get the puck on the cross-ice feed from Rucker McGroarty. Ethan Edwards fights for the puck. Cole Knubel, his dad, Mike Knubel, was a Michigan grad. He carries the puck in for Notre Dame. He's on the top line for the Fighting Irish. Not able to get much, though. Rugger McGorty gets the puck, and he's going to skate it out of his own zone. Looks tired on the end of his shift here. He gets the puck to Ethan Edwards. Can't quite corral it, but McGorty's able to get there and dump the puck in. Michigan is going to get a change. Notre Dame collects the puck. Behind the net. Notre Dame tries to play the puck up ice, but can't quite get some space. Gavin Brindley is pressuring. Gavin Brindley almost wins the puck in his offensive zone. TJ Hughes is pressuring. Hughes strips. Looks like Justin Janicki. Janicki wanted a piece of him there. Michigan creating a whole lot of pressure. Notre Dame's in now. Oh, and a big hit by TJ Hughes. Big physical game from him so far. He had that face-off assist, and he says, why not get another? Dylan Duke is pressuring Notre Dame in the corner. Hunter Strand carries the puck up ice. Ooh, can't quite get it off some contact. Justin Janicki chips the puck in. He's going to get it to Tyler Carpenter. Carpenter tries to play it behind the net, and Seamus Casey is there. Casey gets it to Keenan Draper, and Keenan Draper is going to hit Josh Earnesty to get the puck out of the zone. Back to Draper. Draper carries it in. Draper overskates just a little bit, creating enough time for Miles Davis to get the puck. He plays it back to his D, and Notre Dame's going to collect themselves and get a bit of a line change here. Michigan keeping the... Oh, no, Michigan's going to go for a change. Keenan Draper signaled him on. Marcus Stoppa's out there, big physical customer. Grant Slianoff carries the puck in for Notre Dame. Long shot, goes wide. Marcus Stoppa's going to be the first to get there. Nope, Drew Bavaro got a stick in the lane. Puck behind the net, Jacob Barchevsky plays it out. Bit of pressure on Seamus Casey, and looks like Grant Slianoff almost won the puck there. He's still in a fight with Seamus Casey, and Casey's going to be able to win that battle. Phil LaPointe plays it across for Tyler Duke to get it out of pressure, and Estapa can't quite get the connection pass going into the zone. Notre Dame's going to get the puck back. Played behind Notre Dame's net. The Irish collect. Plays it up along the left side. Tight check by Stephen Holtz is going to lead to the puck being dumped behind Michigan's net. Thought there could have been an icing there, but I guess not. Ethan Edwards carries the puck up. He gets to Rucker McGorty, who has a turnover to Brennan Ali, and Notre Dame's going to enter the zone. Danny Nelson can't quite get enough he wants on that shot. He tries a backhand from behind the net. Can't get that either. Ryan Seedham plays it across at the point. Point shot goes wide. Frank Nazar is going to fight for that puck with Ryan Seedham, gets the puck, and there's another turnover. Notre Dame keeps the puck. Seedham across. He's had a great shift. The defenseman, and there's a long shot that Jacob Barchevsky is able to save. There's going to be a stoppage in play.
That was a very long play. That was an extremely long play. I mean, kind of back to what I was saying about the comparable teams. Each team was able to get it into the other team's zone, but unable to make anything happen. A lot of whiffed shots, a lot of sloppy passes that were intercepted. A lot could have happened, but nothing really did happen during that play, even though it was so long. Eventually, Michigan was able to stop the play there. A lot of aggression, a lot of pushing around, yet no penalties have been called. There's a lot of checking, and not really much happened that period except for, that play, except for some whiffed passes, some whiffed shots, and missed opportunities.
Yeah, don't you hate it when that happens, when you try so hard and you're just kind of fighting in neutral ice. Neither team's able to assert themselves. I can't imagine being so out of breath and skating down there. I'm out of breath on the play-by-play call for how long that shift was.
Oh, yeah. I always heard 30 seconds on the ice is like a full sprint down a track.
Yeah. Well, they're doing a lot of running, a lot of cardio tonight.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned seniors, and it being senior weekend tomorrow night in Yost is senior night for our 4 seniors. We have Jacob Truscott, Stephen Holtz, and LaPointe and West, all of them being seniors. You should check out their video online. They kind of talked about their experiences and how they have deep connections to Yost, so I highly suggest you checking that out.
Absolutely. Talented senior class. Chipped into 2 Frozen 4 runs for the Wolverines the past 2 seasons, and they're fighting for their NCAA tournament future. A little bit of a confusion on the face-off. Cole Knuble against Mark Estapa. Officials don't like how Knubel's lining up, and Estapa's able to win that. Marshall Warren flips it out of his own zone. Phil LaPointe can't quite corral the puck. Patrick Moynihan's going to take the puck and go for a little skate into Notre Dame's end, trying to get Michigan caught in transition. Landon Slagert carries the puck up, and there looks like there's going to be a penalty called on... Is that a penalty? Might just be an offsides. I'm not quite sure. Yep, they called offsides.
Yeah, offsides.
Thought I saw an official's arm up. He was just signaling a line change.
I mean, Notre Dame's done a really good job at protecting against the blue line just in the beginning half of this game, so that's definitely new for an offsides call.
Notre Dame wins the draw, plays it across. Drew Bavaro doesn't get enough on the dump in, and Seamus Casey is able to take that puck. He wheels around, big turnover. Luckily, Gavin Brindley is able to get a steal of his own. Notre Dame can't quite get the handoff, and Gavin Brindley and TJ Hughes both jumped in the opportunity. Michigan gets the puck in the offensive zone. Long point shot by Tyler Duke, can't quite get there. Seamus Casey shoots high. Ryan Bischel knocked his own net off there, and the puck wasn't nearly close to him for a save. The crowd sure doesn't like that.
There was a lot of wild shots during that play. None that really went or made any contact with the net, but Michigan's really trying to get one in again.
Yeah, and sometimes the ice pegs at Yost are a little bit fickle. If anyone remembers, Eric Portillo knocking his net off a lot last season and the season before that. A bit of a tradition at Yost to knock the net off the moorings. Notre Dame wins the draw, plays it up. Landon Slagert is pressuring Seamus Casey into the zone, but Casey's able to get there and draw a penalty on Slagert. Michigan's going to get a power play soon if they don't score on the partial man advantage as Notre Dame touches the puck. Slagert gets called for hooking Seamus Casey. Good draw by the speedy defenseman.
This is not good for Notre Dame, especially playing against one of the teams with the best power play in the nation. So really interested to see if Michigan will capitalize on this. Overall, they've scored on 40 of the 113 opportunities they've had.
And they'll look to make it 41 right here as TJ Hughes lines up the face-off dot. He loses the draw against Hunter Strand, and Notre Dame's able to get the clear. Kill a bit of time off this power play as Seamus Casey, the guy who drew the penalty, is going to go back behind his net and try to set up here. Justin Janicki pressuring him. Casey's able to weave. Hits McGordy. McGordy hits Gavin Brindley behind him. Brindley skates up. Build it from the back, they say in soccer, and that's what Michigan's doing here. Can't quite get into the zone, though. Dylan Duke's going to collect it at neutral ice. Gavin Brindley takes the puck. Gets it into the zone. TJ Hughes tries to chip forward, and Notre Dame's able to get it, but Dylan Duke gets the puck and gets it across to Rucker McGordy for a good shot. Bischel makes the save. Gavin Brindley with the puck. He's scanning. He's looking for a pass, but he shoots. Bischel with the save. High puck. Bounces. TJ Hughes is going to get the puck, but he's not going to get enough on it. Justin Janicki's able to clear for the Irish, and he throws Gavin Brindley into his own bench. Janicki skates off. Brindley didn't like that. Casey's going to carry the puck. It looks like he's just going to dump it off and get a change here, or not. He's going to skate a little bit. I don't know about that. There he goes for the change. Mark Ostapa with Nick Moldenauer, Mark Ostapa, and Frank Nazar in this power play unit with Jacob Truscott and Garrett Shifsky alongside them. Nazar plays it up to the corner where Ostapa is going to chip for it. Nazar wins the puck with his strong skating. Gets down there. Jacob Truscott's going to try to keep this puck in at the blue line, but he's offsides. Just a tad late.
Both teams are having a little bit of difficulties having a full control on the puck. A lot of times losing it at an instant or having control for a few seconds but getting it stolen from them. So both teams really need to clean up their passing play for sure.
Absolutely. And the turnovers are so key when you're playing a team that plays good defense like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish do. Michigan obviously is more of an offensive-driven team.
100%.
But those turnovers can be, confounding for a team. Jacob Barchewski has the puck behind his net. He's going to give it to Jacob Truscott, who's offsides back there. Truscott carries it up, the captain. He doesn't like what he sees, and he plays it back to Frank Nazar. Again, build it from the back. Nick Moldenauer passes it to Garrett Shifsky into the zone. Moldenauer has the puck in the corner, and he fights for it. Frank Nazar gets there. Notre Dame gets a stick in the lane and is able to get the puck, and that's the penalty killed. But Michigan has the puck in the offensive zone. Nazar tries to shoot, but he goes just high. Moldenauer tracks down the rebound, gets the puck down low. Nazar with Ostapa with a backhand.
A tussle at the net right now. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit of words exchanged, but cleaned up by the rest.
Hey, when you got a goalie like Ryan Bischel and you love him dearly for how well he's played, you're going to be awful territorial about that net front. Looks like that's what that was there. Notre Dame Fighting Irish say, don't touch our goalie, please.
The goalie is sacred.
Michigan's going to try to fool him here with their third line with Keenan Draper, Phil LaPointe, and Josh Ernessy, Ethan Edwards, and Marshall Warren on the defense. Notre Dame looks like they tried to get a change in there or something. Looks like the officials are sending the skaters back and say, we want the original guys here. Notre Dame's a little confused here. Not sure what the call was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Jeff Jackson, the Notre Dame coach, gets a little confused. Arms are crossed. Doesn't like what he sees. I don't blame him. Then again, though, this is his first line out there again. Maybe they can get a chance out here. Knuble versus Draper on the face-off. They're in their positions, waiting for the official to drop the puck. He's taking his sweet time. Knuble's able to win it. Bavaro takes the puck behind the net. Plays it up to Silyanov. Silyanov chips it in. Looks like there's a bit of commotion here as Josh Ernessie's stick is getting held by Michael Mastrodomenico. Fans wanted a penalty. The refs say no way. Mastrodomenico reverses it in Notre Dame's end. Marshall, oh, big hit. Josh Ernessy lays out Carter Slagert, and he gets the puck in the slot and he shoots, but there's a big save by Ryan Bischel. And he crunches him again. Josh Ernessy, inspired shift. Drew Bavaro carries it up for Notre Dame. He's going to skate around the net. It looks like there's going to be a penalty called on Ernessy for that hit. Come to find out, bit of a late call by the officials. Ernessy touches, and he's going to go to the box.
Michigan now on a penalty kill. Just last weekend, Dylan Duke did get his first shorthanded goal, so maybe we'll see another one this time around, but their penalty kill is not as good as their power play. They are an offensive team, so penalty kill is a more defensive action. The crowd is not happy with this this call, but you know.
He caught him in the numbers. I think it's a good call by the officials.
I think it's a great call too.
Penalty kill unit here is Garrett Shifsky and Marcus Stoppa at forward. Uh-oh, looks like Jeff Jackson wants to challenge for, I would assume, head contact. Yep, officials are going to go review this.
Jeff Jackson is in his 19th season at the school and had just had his 1,000th win this last weekend against Minnesota on Friday. So it was at home too, so I imagine the stadium went wild. There was maybe a bunch of 1,000 win like signs everywhere, and obviously he's a very seasoned coach with the Fighting Irish, and they love him if they're keeping him, so probably knows what he's doing.
Way back when he was the Lake Superior State coach, took Lake Superior State to 2 national championship wins, and they almost won it against Maine in '93. Storied coach. Many a battle with Michigan.
Yeah. This is a really important game for both teams. Kind of like I mentioned in the beginning, but Notre Dame needs to win this to solidify their Big Ten 4th place, and Michigan can ride a little bit, but they also need to be on top of their game. They only have 2 more after this, whereas this is Notre Dame's last series of the season, so they really need to show out. They're probably a little disappointed it's not at home, but that's how it works.
Yeah, and they've had some pretty good games here at Yost Arena. Lots and lots of wins.
It's probably a really fun arena to play in. It's so loud. Great crowd, great student section.
Absolutely, and no offense to Compton Family Ice Arena down in South Bend, but Yost is one heck of an atmosphere in a storied building. They don't call it the Cathedral of College Hockey for nothing.
Yeah.
Officials are still reviewing the play. Yep, from the view on the Jumbotron here, their angle of the hit, where they can see Ernessy hitting, I believe it was Carter Slagert again. The camera angle from the Big Ten broadcast is a little bit obscured by someone standing in front of it, so I don't know if they're going to be able to get a good look at this. Usually don't get to see the replay monitor kind of shown in the Jumbotron. Looks like they're going to announce their call here. Let's see what they have to say.
Yep.
No major penalty, and Kind of wonder if that was just a lack of reviewable evidence there where they can overturn that call and make it a major. Either way, fortunate bounce for Michigan to not have to kill a major penalty. With 4:43 left in the first period, they lead 1-0. And kill off a 2-minute minor to Josh Ernessy here. Notre Dame wins it, gets it across. Tyler Duke fights for the puck along the boards. Garachevsky's going to go in there as well and try to win it to the left of Jacob Barchevsky. Shifsky's able to get the puck. He tries to wheel behind his net and gain a little more control, and Seamus Casey's going to flip it out of his end. Marcus Stoppa skating down to pressure Ryan Seedham, the Harvard transfer. Ryan Bischel almost turned the puck over while trying to get it to Ryan Seedham, but Seedham nonetheless gets it. He plays it, or carries it up the ice, plays it back. Notre Dame enters the zone. Offside, it looks like. No, they're going to call him on.
Call.
Patrick Moynihan to Cole Knubel. He gets boxed out by Stephen Holtz, and there's a battle for the puck along the boards. Michigan's able to win it with the extra body. Marcus Stoppa chips the puck to the blue line, but Notre Dame's able to keep possession. Stephen Holtz gets it behind the net. Marshall Warren now. He's going to flip it out, and this one gets out of the zone, although Notre Dame is able to catch the puck and try to get another chance. Stephen Holtz foils him again. Michigan gets it down into the Notre Dame end and is going to get a change here as Gavin Brindley skates up with Dylan Duke to try to pressure them, maybe cause a turnover. Now Brindley changes, gets Keenan Draper on the ice. Dylan Duke pressures Justin Janicki and gets a stick on the puck. Dylan Duke gets the puck in the slot, he shoots, and he scores 5-hole. Fooled Ryan Bischel off the turnover, great stick.
Dylan Duke with his second career shorthand goal. Just got his first one last week, like I was just saying. He's probably really ecstatic. Everybody in the crowd seems really ecstatic for him. That was a beautiful opportunity he took. It was just kind of sitting out there for him, a little bit of a slip on Notre Dame's end, and he took advantage of it. He grabbed it and had a breakaway and made a great shot on the net.
I don't think he expected that. He knew he got his stick on the puck, but I don't think he realized Justin Janicki just left it there and lost the puck. And as soon as he saw that, he was like a kid in a candy store.
Definitely a little bit of a surprise jump in his body.
Michigan with the short-handed goal now leads 2-0 with 3:16 left in the first period. There's still 30 seconds on the penalty kill, but I think they're pretty happy with their results thus far. They did lose Hunter Strand behind them, though. Tyler Duke was going to chase after him. Hunter Strand couldn't quite get the puck at the blue line, couldn't get a clean entry. Notre Dame, 16 seconds left in the power play, plays it across to Paul Fisher for a long shot, and Jake Barchevsky's able to save it. Knocked him off balance. He threw himself at that puck so much, shakes his head as he gets up. I don't think he expected to fall like that.
Yeah, that was a great save for Jake. You know, he has allowed about 2.8 goals per game, but 91 save percent average, especially in a D1 collegiate league, is really good in my opinion.
Yeah, and Michigan plays a style too where teams are getting a lot of odd man rushes against them and such because they play up so far on offense. And he's been able to foil a lot of them. Notre Dame passes across, gets it to the point. Paul Fisher with a blast. It's blocked. Frank Nazar's going to pressure for the puck, and Michigan kills a penalty. Josh Ernessy is out of the box, and he's going to join a fight for the puck and win it. Gets it to McGorty. Frank Nazar into the zone. He's got McGorty with him. Nazar with a short side shot. Doesn't quite get a lot on it. Bischel's able to save it. Landon Slagert now has the puck. Tries to get a cross-ice feed to Paul Fisher. Can't quite beat Michigan. Rutger McGorty gets a bit of space here. Doesn't get much of a shot. Kind of ran out of real estate there. Now Notre Dame chips it in to get a change. They're gassed coming out of that power play, and Michigan's going to collect, get their own change. Ethan Edwards behind the net. Scans, plays it to Gavin Brindley, who plays it across. Jacob Truscott now skates the puck up on the left side, gets it to Dylan Duke, two-time goal scorer tonight. Notre Dame, though, is able to win the puck and a pass to the slot. Miles Davis is going to carry it forward, and he's offsides. Whoa, Michael Mastrodomenico knocks down Dylan Duke, and there's a big scrum.
Definitely some pushing around after the whistle was blown, broken up pretty quickly.
That'll happen. A little frustrated that Dylan Duke's already got 2 goals on him. That happens. Dylan Duke has had one heck of a junior season here.
Yeah.
I believe that marks his 20th goal of the season, that shorthanded tally. I believe that's a career high. Keenan Draper wins the draw to Seamus Casey, and Seamus Casey hits Tyler Duke on the left side. He chips the puck in, and Nick Moldenauer is going to skate for it. Notre Dame collects it in the corner, plays it up. Brennan Ali chips the puck forward, but Tyler Duke is there. He's going to win the puck for Michigan. Carries it behind his own net. Looks to see who's open. He skates out from behind his own net. Gets a long feed to Nick Moldenauer, who can't quite cradle it, but he's going to get the puck because of a misplay by Ryan Bischel. Moldenauer with the puck again. He's fighting against Jake Boltman. Gets knocked down, no penalty. Stephen Holtz chips the puck forward. And Notre Dame doesn't quite get the clear. Seamus Casey gets the puck and he wheels around Danny Nelson. Just won a World Junior Gold with Casey not too long ago. Brennan Ali carries the puck into Notre Dame's offensive zone. Gets a shot, but it's turned away by Jake Barchevsky, and Stephen Holtz is going to play hard against Brennan Ali to try to get that puck out of his own defensive zone. Notre Dame, nice move by Justin Janicki to get toward the front of the net. He shoots and he hits a post. Seamus Casey is able to clear the puck. He almost knocked into the net, and the puck's going to go the other way. Frank Nazar, odd man rush for Michigan with Garrett Chifsky, who takes a long shot. Can't quite fool Ryan Bischel, who falls. Still makes a save on an ensuing rebound try. Frank Nazar behind the net has the puck. He's going to hit Ethan Edwards with a long shot. Saved by Bischel. Garrett Chifsky couldn't quite get the rebound, and Notre Dame coughs up the puck again to Garrett Chifsky, and he gets another shot. Saved by Bischel, as looks like there's going to be another scrum at the net. Garrett Chifsky not quite happy with someone wrangling him.
That was definitely an eventful play. I really enjoyed watching it. I mean, a really good opportunity for Notre Dame on Michigan's end. Casey being there to get it out of the net. I mean, it was literally on the line, didn't go in. And then on the flip side, you have Michigan with a great opportunity against Notre Dame. I mean, an amazing goalie on Notre Dame's side. Ryan, I mean, like, really, really good. Last weekend, he had 67 out of 71 saves, which is really crazy. That means he only let in a few.
Michigan wins the draw. There's 17 seconds left in the first period. Long shot by Tyler Duke. Notre Dame is able to get it out of their own defensive zone. Plays it forward. TJ Hughes with a steal along the blue line. He wheels in the zone with a long shot. Can't beat Ryan Bischel. And time's going to expire on the first period. Tyler Duke shot that puck a little bit late. Paul Fisher actually picks the puck up and kind of threw it at Tyler Duke, who tried to baseball hit it as he skates toward the locker room. Bit of a fun exchange there for two teammates who played the World Junior Summer Showcase together for USA Hockey. They know each other quite well. Sydney, what did you think of that period?
I mean, definitely really interested to see what the coaches are going to tell their teams to come out and perform. I mean, really, really good goals, and they're having several great opportunities over on the Notre Dame side. Their goalie is keeping them in right now for sure, but you know, Notre Dame still has the energy and the aggression. They just need to keep trying, and eventually one of them will slip by.
Yeah, if you're Michigan, you got to feel awfully fortunate to have 2 goals already on Ryan Bischel. Obviously one of the best goaltenders in the Big Ten. Very, very hard to fool most nights, but getting 2 goals off his 20th of the season, it was a pretty fortunate bounce for Michigan. They had 11 shots that period to Notre Dame 6. Never with the face-off dot, but with a 2-goal lead, they're probably feeling all right about themselves. Now, it's been a tale of 3 periods for Michigan a lot of this season. They've been dominating the first periods, being all right in the second, and then really, really falling apart in the third, and whether that's due to conditioning or depth, no one can really put a finger on it. However, the later periods are really going to be able to get its chances here later on in the game, so we'll see how this turns out. But Michigan right now, 2-0 lead going into the first intermission. You're listening to WCBN 88.3 in Ann Arbor.
Welcome back to Yost Arena. 1 minute left on the clock till we have puck drop in the second period for the Michigan Notre Dame matchup. Connor, what did you see in the first period that you need to see more from the Wolverines in the second?
More from the Wolverines. I want to see him jump on more of Notre Dame's sloppiness. A lot of turnovers by the Fighting Irish. Uncharacteristic turnovers that, to add to that, if Michigan can keep jumping on those, catch Ryan Bischel, not to say sleeping, but catch him out of position, catch him thinking his team will actually clear the puck, I think that could be very beneficial for the Wolverines as they have a 2-0 lead already. Maybe chip in a few more.
That's right. Little sloppy period by the Irish, but this is a Michigan team that always comes out strong.
Absolutely, and we'll see if they can keep it going in the second period. I know it seems like a progressive bit of a, playing lesser than their standards in the third and second, so we'll see how they can maintain the standard this weekend with their battle for NCAA tournament contention.
That's right. We have Hughes and Knubel at the draw. Hughes is going to lose this draw to Knubel. Notre Dame's going to retain possession in the neutral zone. Notre Dame going to dump this puck all the way into the offense. Let Michigan gain retention. Michigan on the half wall, working around, turned over for Slager. Duke's going to retain possession in the Michigan zone. He's going to fire this one the length of the ice, and this is going to be flagged for an icing. 19:41 left in the second period. Michigan up 2-0.
Dylan Duke's going to get stuck on the ice here during that icing, and I'm sure that's a sign Michigan's all right with. He's got 2 goals tonight, including a short-handed goal for the 2-0 lead.
So we'll redo this draw to the left of Barcheski. Hughes is going to lose this one again. Come back to the point. Shot on net. Shot wide. Duke's going to retain possession behind the Michigan net, and the battle ensues. Notre Dame on the half wall, up to the point. Going to walk the line. Give it back to his man on the wall. Shot on net. Caught in traffic. This puck's going to be scrambled up in front, and Barcheski's not going to get a hold of it. Notre Dame up to the point. Shot on net. Wide. Chaos ensues in the Michigan zone. Notre Dame still with possession. Puck on net. Swallowed up by Barcheski. A much-needed whistle for the Wolverines.
Oh, look out here. Looks like Landon Slagert fell into Jacob Barchevsky. Fell in air quotes there. Barchevsky's no worse for wear.
It's a much-needed whistle for the Wolverines right there. Kind of a sloppy 40 seconds. 19:13 left in the second. Looking to get back on track.
Barchevsky on that earlier play lost his stick, and boy, does it seem like he does that a lot.
Casey's right there to stop him, but could have been a costly play right there. Nazar is going to take this draw for the Wolverines. He's going to win this one. Back to Marshall Warren. Warren's going to chip this one off the glass. Puck enters the neutral zone. Notre Dame now with possession is going to be turned over, and Notre Dame will have it in their own zone. Boltman is going to turn this puck over into the neutral zone. Shifsky's going to have possession. Puck to Nazar. Puck to McGroarty. McGroarty's going to work down the half wall. He's going to curl back for looking for some help. Edwards shot from the point. Going to be paddled away. Michigan. McGroarty. Battle on the half wall. Boltman's going to retain possession for the Irish. Boltman looking for an outlet. Finds one. Chip. And the Wolverines. Oh, this puck clipped a little bit of netting there, so we're going to have a whistle.
Frank Nazar has had a great game so far. Obviously, the scoring hasn't been there today yet, but defensively, he's been getting sticks and lands, pressuring the puck, doing everything that makes him such a highly touted pick for the Chicago Blackhawks. Of course, Nazar was the 13th overall pick in the 2022 draft.
That's right. It's going to be Nelson and Draper at the draw at center. It'll be kind of tied up, and Fantilli's going to come away with this one. Fantilli over to Truscott. Moldenhauer kind of gets clobbered in the neutral zone, and here go the Irish. All with the puck. Works it back at the half wall. Battle ensues. Puck in the corner. Irish have possession. Nelson's going to work around. He's going to dish this one off the Slager. Back to Nelson. Nelson's going to work down into the zone. Nelson, puck up front. That one's going to be fired wide. And here come the Wolverines. Puck battle in the corner. This one is going to be Moldenhauer in the corner. Notre Dame's going to come away with this one. The breakout ensues. Puck up to all. Big hit back in the Notre Dame zone by Mark Estapa. Puck battle won by Estapa. Puck to Rowe. Rowe got a wide open man up front. He finds him, and it's great save by Bischel. It's a high effort play by the Wolverines, but here come the Irish. Puck up into the neutral zone. Puck over all the way down into the Wolverine zone as a battle ensues in the corner. Duke on the puck. Puck up to Rowe. Rowe in the neutral zone working on this one, but the Irish will retain in their own zone. Duke at the point. He's going to find Edwards. Great pass along the blue line. Edwards working in, tries to find short staying, and that net's going to be off, and we're going to have a whistle.
Hefty boos from the crowd here. That's the second net that Bischel's knocked off.
I've never really understood the net kickoff slander. It's a tough position to play down there, and when you kick that net off, you know, there's a lot of force behind it. Not much you can do if you're the goalie right there.
Yeah, and on that earlier shift, Tanner Rowe, I liked what I saw out of him, the freshman. Usually this last home weekend is reserved for the seniors.
That's
moment
right.
to shine on them, but for the freshman playing in a rare game, he's been in and out of the lineup this season. That was a pretty good shift from him.
Hughes is going to lose this draw. Notre Dame is going to fire it on the boards for Edwards. Edwards with possession. Puck on net by Hughes. Great save. And here comes Notre Dame. Fleming working around the half wall into Michigan end. Casey with possession behind the Michigan net. Puck over to Hughes. Hughes waits for company. Hughes finds Duke. Duke working in. Puck over to Brindley in the corner. Puck battle in the corner. Puck back up to Duke. That puck's going to hit a body on the way to the net, and we're going to have another whistle. Out of play.
Duke wants that hat trick. A couple of good chances for him there. That last one ended up in the netting.
16:26 left to play in the second period. Michigan still up 2-0 on the Irish. Nazar is going to be at this draw along with Knubel. Nazar is going to win this one, but Notre Dame will have possession. Notre Dame zone entry. Body play by Michigan. As Marshall Warren, puck turned over. McGroarty. McGroarty working down for Shifsky. Puck to Shifsky. A little bit of a collision, but Notre Dame's going to come over here 2-on-2 into the Michigan end. Landon Slager working on net. Drop pass. Going to kind of fumble it a little bit. Good body by Shifsky. And Warren's going to find McGroarty along the half wall. Slager in the neutral zone. Going to dump this puck in hard. Notre Dame's going to get fresh legs. They have too many on the ice currently, but the linesmen do not see it. Nazar with the puck for Michigan. Puck on net. Great blocker save by Bischel. Fantilli at the point. Puck on net. And it is going to be swallowed up on the way there. Notre Dame coming the other way. Puck behind the Michigan net. Battle. Moldenhauer comes away with it. Notre Dame's going to keep this one in the Michigan zone. Moldenhauer comes away with it. Pass up to Ernest. Ernest looking for some company. That's going to be a cross-corner dump. Michigan's going to get some fresh legs here. Moldenhauer with a hard forecheck. Won't catch up to Janicki here. Janicki working around with a lot of speed in the Michigan zone. He's going to fire this one around, looking for his D-man. D-man has the puck. Puck on net. Going to be tipped a couple times. Going to be swallowed up by Barczewski.
Hunter Strand getting down low there with a nice screen. Brandon Arado, Michigan's coach, emphasizes the net front play quite a bit, and that's been costly at times for their defense, letting teams kind of get a lot of space down low and take up that real estate under Jake Barczewski, but Michigan did just enough to keep Strand from tipping that puck in.
Tough save to make for Barczewski, too, working through all that traffic. It's not an easy task to do that, but this draw will be to his left. Estapa is going to be the man at it, and he's going to lose this one. Puck works all the way out for Michigan, and here comes the freshman Rowe. Rowe applying for pressure in the neutral zone. Puck going to be cross-corner dumped into the Michigan zone. Michigan with possession. It's going to be Duke working away with this one. Rowe is going to be intended, but LaPointe's going to come away with it, and we have a corner battle. This looks like the grind line for Michigan out here. Notre Dame coming the other way. Ali working the Michigan corner. Ref kind of goes down in a little trip up. Nothing's going to be flagged for this one as the battle ensues behind the Michigan net. Notre Dame's going to have this one working around in the neutral zone. Another cross corner dump. Casey's going to have it and quarterback the situation for the Wolverines. Casey looking for an outlet. He's going to find Duke. Duke's going to dump this one around the boards. Bishel won't catch up to it. Puck's going to go back to Duke in the Michigan end. Hard rim. Brindley's going to have it. Brindley up to Edwards. Edwards wall chip for Hughes. Hughes going to dump this one, and here go to work by the Wolverines. Brindley. Puck out to Edwards at the point. Shot on net. That puck's going to be into the netting after it finds some traffic up front.
I think if there was a field goal post, that one would have been good. How high that one flew.
A little bit of airtime on that puck. And we'll have another whistle. 13:26 left to play in the second period. 2-0 Wolverines.
Like 20 players on the ice as both teams change. Bit of a meeting of the minds.
That's right. This puck is going to be dropped to the right of Ryan Bishel. Nazar is going to lose this one. And Michigan will have possession in the neutral zone. That is McGroarty. McGroarty to Edwards. Edwards to Marshall. Warren. Marshall Warren, that is. Marshall Warren finds Shifsky. Shifsky's going to dump this one into the offensive zone. And the uber-talented Michigan line goes to work. Carpenter for the Irish. Going to throw this one into the neutral zone. Edwards is going to have possession for the Wolverines. Edwards with possession again. Throws this one up into the neutral zone. Notre Dame's going to have possession now. Puck up to the point. That is a turnover for the Irish. Shifsky retains possession. Shifsky up to Nazar. Nazar shot on net. Great save by Bishel. The Irish are now working the other way. Going to be a corner battle.
Good stuff by Shifsky.
That's right. Good shift for Michigan's #1 line. Bolt's going to work this one into Nazar. Nazar to McGroarty. McGroarty to Truscott. Truscott looking on net. Great save by Bishel again. He's been standing on his head for this first half of the period for the Irish. Slaggert now working the other way for the Irish. Slaggert to Monahan. A little bit of knee contact on that offside by Jacob Truscott. This call could go either way if they want to flag him for it, but we've got a whistle and Monahan is down on the ice.
Tough to see both teams exchanging their frustrations. Monahan, of course, the Providence College transfer, played, I believe, 3 or 4 seasons over with the Friars.
Well, it looks like Jacob Truscott will be addressed with some type of call here. I'll let you know in just a minute. Didn't look like there was any initial call, but the linesmen are gathering at center. And Truscott's going to be addressed with one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they review this. No, they're going to leave it as is.
Yeah, 2 minutes for kneeing.
Interesting.
Penalty kill for the Wolverines. 12 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second. Wolverines out shooting the Irish 18-9. It's been a great start for the Wolverines thus far.
And especially against a Notre Dame team that loves to trap and play back. 18 shots is a credit to the Wolverines.
That's right. Here goes Estapa. Arguably the best penalty killer on the Michigan Wolverines. He's going to lose this draw, but the refs are going to blow this one dead. Not sure what the issue is here. Address Estapa with a warning, I believe. Yost is getting a little bit rowdy tonight.
It always is.
Estapa will try this one again against Danny Nelson. And this puck will not be dropped. Something's going on down there. And here we go. Estapa and Nelson ties this draw up. Tyler Duke's going to have possession behind the Michigan net, and we'll fire this one the length of the ice. Good start to the kill for the Wolverines. Sedum. Drop pass for Knubel. Knubel zone entry. Puck over to Slaggert. Tip on net. That puck's going to be wide. Notre Dame's going to set their power play unit up. Michigan box formation. Puck at the point for Sedum. Sedum over to Knubel at the top. Puck down low. That puck's going to be fired wide.
Great chance for the Irish.
Casey's going to fire this one up to Estapa in the neutral zone. Estapa is going to do his work killing this penalty kill, and Notre Dame will now have possession with a minute left in the kill. 11 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second period. Knubel zone entry over to Ali. Ali works behind the Michigan net, and he's going to do some spinorama work. And this puck is going to go the length of the ice by Josh Ernest. Notre Dame now with some speed, working on zone entry. Going to toss this one down in deep. That puck's going to go out to the point now. Hard rimmer on the boards. Puck over to Bay. Work this one over to Strand. Strand going to give it down low. Throw it out front. And that one's not going to find any sticks. And Notre Dame will go back to work. Puck over to Strand at the right D position. There go his partners. Throw this one on net. Ernest gets a nice chip on this. And that'll about do it for the Michigan penalty kill.
Great penalty kill by Michigan.
That's right. Notre Dame now working behind their own net, trying to establish a little bit of a push here after that uber successful Michigan penalty kill. They look for a stretch through the neutral zone. And Michigan will have possession in the neutral zone. Brindley with a toe drag. Brindley working into the Notre Dame zone. Good body on the boards. Brindley. There's a Notre Dame player. I can't tell who it is. Behind the play, a little banged up, and we're going to have a whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for. Connor, do you have your eyes on any of that?
Oh, they're going to do the media timeout.
Not sure what the whistle was for, though.
Might have been an offsides. I think that might have been it. I don't know if it was I don't know if it's an injury or what to Paul Fisher behind the play. It looked like he just got a stick caught up in him, but skated off. Looks like he's just fine. Getting checked out on the bench, but skated off under his own power.
It's a physical brand of hockey Michigan is playing thus far. This is not really characteristic of the Wolverines, but it's good to see it's working.
Yeah.
Michigan up 2-0, 9:41 left in the second period, outshooting the Irish 18-10.
Yeah, and you know, when you play a structured team like Notre Dame, a lot of the times they want to stick to that structure. You can get a lot out of them if you can get them uncomfortable. Michigan's done a really good job of doing that, even when the Irish have been on the power play, just disrupting, getting them out of their structure, getting them out of their rhythm. And so far, it's worked.
Not a lot of action thus far in this period. 10 minutes in. Michigan looking to apply the pressure some more. Put the nail in the coffin for the Irish so far.
Looks like Ryan Bischel found a stick in his net. That was just left there. Souvenir.
I think the Irishman that was down was Monahan behind the net. Either way, we're going to redo it at center ice. Nazar's going to lose this one to Nelson. And the Irish with a dump. Barczewski handled this one behind the net. Puck up to McGroarty. McGroarty kind of fumbles it. He's going to give this one back to Nazar. Nazar working into the zone. Toe drag, fumbles it, turnover. We're in possession in the neutral zone. Going to work on zone entry. Nelson gets a little bit high-sticked on that one. Puck on net. Barczewski coughs it up a little bit. The play stays alive. McGroarty over to Nazar. Nazar over some space. He's got some company. Nazar puck on net. And that is definitely a field goal. That puck is out of play.
Good shot by Nazar. I believe that hit the defenseman's stick in front of him. Ryan Seedham, he's looking at his twig. I think it might be broken. That's $300 down the drain. Luckily, he doesn't pay for it.
That's right. This puck will be to the left of Ryan, or to the right, excuse me, of Ryan Bischel. Duke's going to be at the draw beside Knubel. He's going to be kind of tied up. Notre Dame with possession, working on zone entry. Monahan, toe drag. He's going to turn this one over, but Slaggert's going to have possession. This possession is taken by the Michigan Wolverines. A little flop shot into the neutral zone. Uh-oh. Notre Dame now with possession in the defensive zone. Turned over. That is Ernest with the puck. Ernest over to Marshall Warren. Marshall Warren to Duke. That puck's going to be sent the length of the ice. Michigan's going to get some fresh legs. And Notre Dame's going to fire this one on the length of the ice, but it's going to get waved off. Keenan Draper going into the corner, put some work in. Ernest sent up into the Michigan offensive zone.
Stephen Holtz, the defenseman, going for a little bit of a skate there.
That's right, Tyler Duke at the point, puck on net. That one's going to be blocked along the way. Fleming's going to retain possession for the Irish behind the net. Michigan defensive zone. Puck's going to be sent in by the Irish. And Moldenhauer is going to have possession along the half wall. Moldenhauer with the chip. That puck's going to be sent on net by Strand, I believe, and Barczewski's going to send that one into the corner. Puck battle in the corner. Draper is going to shake it loose. Duke's going to fire this one along the wall. Notre Dame's going to send it back in to the corner for Michigan. That's going to be flagged for an offside. Felt like a very needed change for the Wolverines right there.
Yeah, a bit of a fortunate bounce, too. I thought Josh Hennessy might have poked that stick into his own defensive end, and in that case, it shouldn't have been an offsides call, but the linesman was down there. I wasn't, so I guess we'll defer to him.
There you go. Stop at the draw. Going to tie this one up against Strand. Notre Dame retains possession. He's going to fire this one into the offensive zone and go to work. Not a lot of forecheck pressure from the Irish thus far.
Not at all.
But they will have possession. Puck thrown on net. It's going to get blocked up front. Puck battle in the corner. It's going to be turned over, and no one jumping all around in there. Michigan's going to send this one the length of the ice. Look for a change here, and Rowe's going to get tied up in the neutral zone. Fans want a call, but they're not going to get one. We'll get an icing, though.
Not the call they wanted, that icing. It's going to keep Tanner Rowe in the, I believe that's the fourth line out there for a little bit of an extended shift. They got to be tired from the penalty kill earlier. Stop was on that line.
This one will be to the right of Jacob Barczewski. Stoppa at the draw again against Danny Nelson, the Islander prospect. Nelson's going to come away with this one, and he'll have possession. He's going to get knocked down by Estapa. The puck will be sent back into the corner to Casey. Casey to Estapa. Estapa's going to fire this one around for Casey again. And be turned over at the blue line. Notre Dame goes back to work. Puck up to the point for the Irish. Shot on net. Easy save for Barczewski. Puck back on net. It's going to be a little scramble up front. Luckily, that puck goes wide for the Wolverines. Puck up to the front again. Michigan needs to get a break. Casey's going to have possession of the Wolverine zone. Estapa. He's going to look over to Truscott. Estapa's going to get off the ice here. Truscott, soft chip. And Shifsky will go to work. Shifsky's going to blow an edge. He'll still stay in the battle. He still has possession with that puck, and he's going to get held up a little bit. McGroarty is going to turn this puck over on the way to Fantilli at the blue line. Fantilli over to Marshall Warren. Stretch pass intercepted. That is Strand. Strand working into the zone. Shot on net. Shot wide. Luckily, he has a D-man up top. The puck's going to be Nazar now. Nazar to McGroarty. McGroarty still with possession after an interception. Nazar has the puck now. He's going to work around behind the Irish net. Strand now with possession for the Irish. Puck turned over for Brindley. Only soft chip into the zone. Nazar's going to go to work. Edwards keeps his puck in at the point. Brindley again in the corner, going to work. It's going to be bodied up. TJ Hughes is hit. Puck on net. Sent wide. And the Irish are on their heels now. Puck to Edwards. Edwards is going to fire this puck down low. Puck up top for Duke, wide open in the slot. Michigan with a couple of grade A scoring chances here. Edwards at the puck up top. And ultimately, a turnover. Notre Dame's going to fire this one the length of the ice, looking for a set of fresh legs, and that is going to be an icing.
Boy, Dylan Duke had a great chance on that. I don't want to call him snake bitten for a guy that's got 2 goals already, but if he wants those hats to fly, he's just short. We'll see if he can get him. Wonder if he gets a souvenir out of the match. Think he can go get his pick?
Right? Yeah, I think you have to.
Maybe a cowboy hat or
something, man. I mean, come on. It's hard to get a hat trick nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when, like him, most of your goals come within 4 to 5 feet of the net. And
there you go.
Getting whacked at down there.
Nazar's going to be taking this draw against Hunter Strand. Nazar's going to win this one clean. McGroarty shot on that, shot wide. Duke possession at the point. Duke's going to look for. Well, that puck's going to be cycled back down low. Shifsky's going to lose an edge. Puck up to Casey. Casey just fires this one down deep. Tyler Duke will go to work. Strand behind the Notre Dame net. He's going to have possession of this puck. Pressured on by Nazar. Notre Dame's just going to fire this one up to Slaggert at the half wall. McGroarty is going to be buried, and we'll have a call.
Man, Michael Mastrodomenico laid out Rutger McGroarty a little bit there. McGroarty's no worse for wear, but that looked personal.
Absolutely. It was no possession of the puck, and I guess McGroarty had his head down, but you can't play that body there, can you? And that's a little high, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just saying hi. Mastrodomenico, of course, had a great series against Michigan last year for the senior night sort of send-off.
3:59 left in the second period. Wolverines will go to work in the offensive zone with the power play. Irish have possession off the draw. They're going to send this one the length of the ice and let the Wolverines reset. Slaggert with possession. Puck stretch pass to Duke. Duke's going to work on the half wall. Duke is going to find Casey. This one's going to flop over his stick. And the Wolverines will reset in the neutral zone. Casey looking for some help. He's going to drop past this to Brindley. Brindley some fancy moves at center ice. This one is going to be onside. Duke with the puck. Duke's going to turn this one over. Puck's going to stay alive though in the Michigan offensive zone. Brindley with possession. Brindley up to Casey at the point. Casey's going to walk the line. Casey gives it back to Brindley. Brindley gives it back to Casey. Casey's going to go give it over to McGroarty. McGroarty to Duke down low. McGroarty, puck on the half wall. This pass won't connect for Casey, and this one will go the length of the ice for Barczewski's stick.
Pretty sloppy shift there for Michigan in terms of sharing the puck. Just a little bit off in the passes. They'll look to fix that, and a little bit of a change.
Nonetheless, Frank Nazar will come the length of the ice. He's going to look for zone entry to Estapa. Estapa's going to give it up to Truscott. Truscott to the half wall. And puck back up to Truscott. Puck down to Moldenhauer. Shifsky up front. He's going to bury it. That's a Michigan goal right there. 3-0 Wolverines. Buried by Shifsky, was it?
Garrett Shifsky, the freshman out of Minnesota, with a big goal there for the 3-0 lead. Shifsky's been playing real well this game so far. Real hard shifts, doing the little things, chipping the puck forward, playing defense. He's out there for the penalty kill. Gets rewarded with that goal. Right place, right time at the net front. Bingo, bango.
Fantastic give and go by Mark Estapa. Puck not on even on his stick for half a second. Up to Shifsky up front. Shifsky not even pressured. Not many goalies can stop a puck 2 feet out all the time in the world. 3-0 Wolverines, 2:28 left in the second period. Irish are going to come away with this draw. Estapa's going to play the body. Michigan is looking to assert some dominance here, up 3-0 in the second. Puck's going to be dumped in by the Irish. Michigan possession. Puck up to Fisher at the point for the Irish. Fisher's going to send this one into the Michigan corner. And a battle ensues. Ernestine pinning his man up against the boards. Marshall Warren with possession now in the neutral zone. Puck up to Draper. Draper's going to dump this puck in on net. And this puck's going to be steered into the corner by Bischel. Notre Dame possession in the neutral zone. He's going to dump this one all the way in. I think the forecheck's been the main issue for the Irish tonight.
Yeah.
They can dump the puck in, but not a lot of pressure, not a lot of work in that offensive zone for the Irish.
No, not at all, and a lot of icing calls going against them, keeping their guys out there longer, tiring out those legs, and Michigan's able to kind of crawl over top of them.
Offensive zone face-off for Hughes. After the icing call, Hughes is going to win this drop. Brindley's going to kind of get knocked down after dishing this puck back to Casey. Casey with possession. Casey's going to make a little fancy move at the line. He's going to walk into the circle. He's going to fire this one just a little bit wide. Hughes with possession now. Hughes up to Duke. Duke a little bit high. Field goal's good, right? Duke with possession. Puck over to Casey at the point. He's going to fire this one over to Hughes. Looks like a Michigan power play right now. Notre Dame is going to find some much-needed relief. No, not quite. Hughes with possession. He's going to kind of get hold, and there is going to be a call on the Irish.
Oh, look out here. TJ Hughes was getting grabbed by Ryan Bishel. Now he's going with Miles Davis. Kyler Duke sticking up for his friend here, too.
You're up 3-0. You just got a penalty, or you got a power play called on you. Don't do anything stupid. Don't ruin the power play for your team. This is a huge advantage for the Wolverines to go up possibly 4-0, and that'll be a holding call against Fleming of the Irish.
Very, very fortunate situation for the Wolverines. With a minute and 8 left in the second period, they'll be able to get control at the end of this period and go to the locker room with a big lead unless they make any sort of major gaffe on this power play.
Marcus Stoppa, the draw man for the Wolverines here. Nazar to his side. Much needed power play for the Wolverines here to get a nice cushion for the third. Stoppa's going to win this one too cleanly. And Slager will have possession of the neutral zone, working for the Irish. Slager takes a tumble, puck up to Nazar. Nazar's zone entry. He's going to work this one into the corner. Nazar's going to take his time behind the net, park up to Stoppa. Stoppa's going to look over to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer puck is fumbled. Puck is in his skates. Moldenhauer over to Truscott. Truscott to Nazar. Nazar at the point. Nazar, little couple Mohawk moves, and he's going to turn this one over right in front of the Irish net. 30 seconds left in the second period. As Truscott resets. Truscott looking for an outlet man, can't find one. Drop pass to Nazar. Nazar is going to work on some zone entry as Truscott goes to get some fresh legs for the Wolverines. Casey at the point. Casey down to Duke. Duke's going to fire this one on net. He wants 3. He's not going to get it this time. 10 seconds left in the second. Casey's going to have this puck in the neutral zone. Puck to Hughes. You got to hurry. Hughes, puck on net. Puck to McGorty. Shot on net. Save. Duke is going to fan on this one. And that'll do it for the second period. 3-0 Wolverines. 23-14 are the shot for the Michigan Wolverines.
Great period. Absolutely great period. Exactly how Michigan wants to play. Disruptive, physical, getting into the dirty areas of the ice to get that goal for Shifsky, obviously, but also throughout the period. And I'm sure they're very happy with their penalty kill as well.
Michigan will go into the third period with 52 seconds left on the power play. A Michigan team that's looked very dominant tonight. We have a cow in the tunnel. Not sure what's going to happen here, but I'm sure we'll get the Yost fans a little excited.
I think he's coming onto the ice. Not yet, he's waiting.
I think we got to get to the bottom of this. There is a cow, not a real life cow. This is a mascot cow. Let me clarify that.
It's pretty tall. I think they should put him on defense, but.
Yeah, this is a cow with a lot of size. I estimate 6'4", 220. Something the Irish look like they could have tonight to kind of lock down the Michigan offense.
It's kind of a shock, honestly, how I won't say flat, but how much Notre Dame really has kind of abandoned its structure and the type of play that's made it so successful. Michigan's really crawling all over him here.
I think flat is the perfect terminology. Notre Dame has looked on their heels for the whole 2 periods, essentially. Only 14 shots through 40 minutes of play, a couple penalties on their end. This is a Notre Dame team that is looking to pick up the pace in the third, but so far it has not been impressive for the Irish.
Looks like there's an empty net challenge going on for this intermission. This is a busy intermission right here.
That's right. This would be Luke versus Molly trying to, I mean, this might be personal bias, but I got the kid named Luke winning. It's a great name. Oh, but Molly's going to ice this one for the girls.
She get all 5? Yes, she did.
Here comes the cow.
All right.
Cow is now on the bench. She wins some produce. What does she win?
It looks like a big check.
$3,000. It's a fantastic prize presented by the Milk Means More cow on the Michigan bench.
Oh, 5K. Wow.
She won $5,000
for both of them.
Luke won 3 though. It's a consolation prize.
Ah.
Welcome back. We got a minute till puck drop. Wolverines up 3-0 on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Shots are 23 Michigan, 14 for the Irish. A little personnel change here. I am joined by Sydney Cyprian. Sydney, what do you want from the Wolverines for this third period?
Honestly,
really close
just
out this win.
I feel like the Wolverines just need to keep this 3-0 lead, maybe get a couple more in. Notre Dame really needs to clean up their penalties. I mean, they're going up against one of, again, the best penalty, the best power play teams in the nation. And so they obviously were able to capitalize that, Michigan, and get one of those goals. The last goal in the second period by Garrett Schvisky and assisted by Marcus Stoppa and Nick Moldenhauer. I mean, Michigan's on top of their game right now. It seems like Notre Dame's trying to play catch up. I'm interested to see if Notre Dame will get back on top of it.
It'll be Hughes and Knubel. Michigan will have a 52-second power play to start this period. Brindley's going to retain possession after the draw. Puck over to Casey. Casey's going to bitsy doodle in his own end here. Drop pass for Brindley. Brindley with a head of speed. Puck over to Hughes. Hughes back to Brindley. Puck over to Casey. He's going to be turned over. And Notre Dame's going to have a breakaway chance here. This is Landon Slager coming in on Barczewski. Puck on net. No goal. And an interesting play right there. This puck goes through the legs of Barczewski. It somehow stays out of the net.
Looked like a goal to me, but I don't know.
It also looked like a goal to me.
And I'm really honestly surprised that Notre Dame is not challenging that.
Well, here's the replay right here. Slager's going to work down. That one's going to hit the far side post and be kept out by the Wolverines.
Wow.
That's a healthy
lucky
break and a great starting chance for the Irish. This is going to be Hughes taking the draw. Hughes is going to win this one back to Casey. Casey drop past to Brindley. Brindley again with a head of steam. He's going to work into the zone. McGroarty now with the puck. McGroarty over to Hughes. Hughes on the half wall. Send this one into the corner. Notre Dame with possession again. They're going to fire it along the wall. Janicki's going to be, looked like a foot offside, but they're going to let the guys play here. Stretch pass from McGroarty. McGroarty to Brindley. Puck over to Duke. It's going to be another turnover for Michigan. It's been a sloppy minute, 19 minutes left in the third period. Janicki with possession in the Michigan zone. It's going to be turned over by the Irish. Michigan with numbers. LaPointe working down the half wall. LaPointe over to Edwards. To Nazar. Turnover again. Edwards is going to have this puck along the point. He's going to walk the line. Puck one timer fanned on by Edwards. On a feed from Nazar. This power play for the Wolverines is going to be over. Edwards with possession. Edwards up to Schifsky. Schifsky to Warren. Warren to LaPointe. LaPointe standing on the half wall. He's going to look for a pass, but this one's going to be tipped through traffic. Notre Dame with possession now, working into the Michigan zone. Cut back by the Irish. Puck on net. Great gut save by Jake Barczewski.
It seems like at times Notre Dame gets a lot of energy and they're almost able to get one on Michigan. However, Michigan seems to always get the upper hand. Notre Dame gets a little bit lax with their passing and their puck handling. I mean, we just saw Michigan completely take the puck away from Notre Dame because it was just left on the ice still. Notre Dame really needs to control those in order to get some more opportunities to get goals.
That's right, 18 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third period. It's been a promising 2 minutes for the Irish, but none of that have amounted to any numbers on the scoreboard. I believe this is Uncle Cracker, a stereo system tonight, as Keenan Draper loses this draw. Ernest, hard forechecker for the Wolverines. Draper is going to kick this one up to Ernest. Ernest is going to dump this one into the zone. And the Michigan forecheck goes to work, headed by Keenan Draper. Draper pins his man up against the wall. Moldenhauer is going to work for this one. Puck turned over. Slager with the puck. Work into the neutral zone. Puck over to Fisher. Fisher's not going to connect this pass. We've got a delayed offside. Puck to Draper in the neutral zone. Notre Dame now. Knubel Soft chip in the Michigan zone. A little conflict around the Michigan bench here. We got a little scrum, but it's not going to be blown dead. Fantilli works the other way. Fantilli, soft backhand chip into the zone, which will be handled by Beally. Michigan, puck over to Casey at the point. Casey, puck on net, going to get tipped, and that puck's going to be sent into the corner. Notre Dame's just going to fire this one as far as they can, which amounts into the neutral zone. Michigan with possession, stretch past to Duke. Duke's going to chip this one. Here goes Michigan forecheck once again. Brindley. Over to Duke. Duke's going to battle this one behind the net. It's going to be turned over and into the hands of the Irish. Davis is going to work hard for this puck in the Michigan defensive zone. So he uses puck behind Michigan net. Casey now. Casey to Duke. Duke to Brindley. Soft chip in the Notre Dame zone. Irish with possession. And a little bit of time on their hands to establish a play as the Wolverines get a fresh set of legs. Puck turned over. Stretch pass into the neutral zone. Notre Dame's going to have possession. Carpenter working along the half wall. Shot on net will end up in the corner. Marshall Warren up to McGordy. He's got Nazar trailing on the other opposite side. He's going to find Nazar. Nazar shot on net. It's going to be swallowed up after a second effort by Marshall Warren up front. It's a great save by Ryan Beally. Kind of a fortunate bounce for the Irish, but another great opportunity by the Wolverines.
Mitchell sitting down on the ice. I mean, Wolverines really needed to just lift that puck up, but they couldn't really capitalize on his instability. I mean, Wolverines have definitely cleaned up their puck handling act. Notre Dame not as much, and you can really tell with who has control over this game right now.
16 minutes left in the third period. The stop is going to win this draw. Michigan's going to work in the offensive zone. Body played at the point. Notre Dame's going to have possession. Slaggert is going to fire this one wide. Essentially a breakout pass with the amount of heat on that one. Fisher is going to have this puck in the neutral zone for the Irish. Eventually ends up in the hands of Edwards for the Wolverines. Edwards with a head of steam working out of his own defensive zone. He's going to find LaPointe working into the offensive zone for the Wolverines. Puck out front. He's going to battle this one up front. LaPointe over to Edwards. Edwards is going to fire. Michigan, no one really knows what this puck is. Oh, big collision down low. Notre Dame's going to have possession, and they're going to have numbers working the opposite way. Slaggert going to kind of peel back, wait for some help. And here come the Irish. Knubel working around, big body play. He's going to spin this one around, looking for a wraparound play, but he's not going to find the back of the net or even a shot on net. Earnesty with possession for the Wolverines, going to be turned over. Knubel again behind the Wolverine net, where he's most of his presence felt tonight. It's going to be a one-timer by Bavaro, fired wide. And the Irish with a little bit of a push here. Monahan on the half wall. Monahan over to the far side, and that's going to be blocker saved by Barczewski.
Fantastic glove save. Wow. There's a lot of tussling at the net now, but that was an amazing save in my opinion. I mean, he completely lunged away from the net, but was able to grab that puck that was going right towards the net. I mean, an amazing shot, but a great save.
That's right. Barczewski kind of overcommitted himself to that shot immediately, but tracked that puck all the way in, kind of made a cross-body difficult save, and Michigan's going to get flagged for a roughing penalty here for a little bit of an extracurricular activity after the play.
Completely to be expected. I mean, we have two very high penalty minute teams. Michigan having over 200 penalty minutes, so completely to be expected. Not the best idea to get on a penalty kill when you are up in the game, because you're wanting to keep that lead, and this could be where it goes down.
That's right. It's a big kill for the Wolverines. Shifsky's going to lose this draw, and the Irish will have possession. And the Irish will turn this puck over quickly, and Shifsky will send it over to Duke. Duke will send this one the full length of the ice. Shifsky's going to get some fresh legs. 14 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third period. 1:40 left on the kill for the Michigan Wolverines. Puck up to Strand for the Irish in the offensive zone. Strand will leave this one turn it over actually for Estapa. Estapa's going to kill some time in the neutral zone. One-man show. Looks to go between the legs, and he's going to lose this one and kill about 10 seconds. Irish are going to retain possession behind the Michigan net. Puck up to Fisher. Fisher drop pass. The Irish do not like what they're seeing so far. Slaggert, the Notre Dame captain, is going to have possession. Strand now with the puck. Puck back to the point. Puck over to Fisher. He's going to walk around the half wall. Puck's going to be a little bit off target. Strand's going to have the puck. Going to get it up for Seedham. At the point, he's going to give this one back. This puck's going to be fired wide. Was Janicki. Puck over to Fisher. Directing play. Strand now with the puck. Seedham with a one-timer. It's going to be blocked by Draper. That is a fantastic critical block. Corner battle is Edwards heading the charge. Shifsky is going to work for this one. It's sent the other way. Janicki now with possession. Truscott's going to take a couple of hacks at him, and this puck's going to go the other way. 15 seconds left in the kill. 12 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third period. Notre Dame now. Here comes Kenoba. He's going to get kind of tripped up and on his way to the net front, and it's going to be a successful kill for the Michigan Wolverines. 3-0 Wolverines. 12:30 left to play in the third, as Notre Dame looks to mount another rush. Puck over to Duke. Duke to his other Duke. Notre Dame now with possession, looking for zone entry. Gonna turn this one over. A little squeak through to another Irish player, and this puck's going to be fired on net, and Notre Dame's going to have a little offensive pressure again with 12 minutes to play. Brindley working hard against Knuble. Knuble's going to fire this one wide. It'll eventually turned over for Hughes. Hughes looking for McGroarty. McGroarty, puck dumped on net. Bishop's going to swallow this one up, looking for an extra whistle. And here we go with some more extracurriculars. This is a Notre Dame team that takes exception to a 3-0 trailer with 11:48 left in the game.
I feel like this is a offense versus offense type of game. I mean, we got a really powerful offense for Michigan, and they're out offensing Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame has great possession of the puck, but can't seem to get any good shots on net.
Nazar's going to win this draw clearly to Marshall Warren. Marshall Warren's going to send this one into the corner. Ernest now applying pressure on his man. And Gordy's kind of get tangled up. Nazar's there to support. Notre Dame now with possession. They're going to chip this one out. Carpenter not in the area of the pass. And Nazar will have possession in the neutral zone. Nazar's going to get bodied up. Ernest puck in the corner. Puck over to McGroarty. Ernest now with the puck is going to give to Warren at the point. Warren's going to walk the line, puck on net. And an easy glove save by Bishel.
Bishel was last weekend's first Big Ten first star, so we've got a really good goalie we're going up against tonight. But Michigan is able to surpass that level of talent and get 3 on him.
That's right. And he is not his sharpest moment in net tonight. 27 shots, 3 goals against, but the Wolverines are doing a great job of putting some offensive pressure on the Irish tonight. Stapa's going to win this one. Moldenhauer's going to dish it off to Fantilli. Truscott wants the puck. He's not going to get it, but he will after a missed shot by Fantilli. Truscott in the corner. Not his wheelhouse. Puck up to Estapa at the point. Not his wheelhouse either, but that is okay because the Wolverines are still working in the offensive zone. The point's going to give this one to Fantilli. So the Wolverines look to zone entry again. Notre Dame's going to send this one into the Michigan zone. Stopped by Barczewski behind. The Michigan net is Seamus Casey. Seamus Casey with the puck now. He's going to dish it off to Brindley. Brindley, pretty quick player. He's going to do a little shimmy shake, but he's going to turn this one over for Nelson. Nelson breaking into the Michigan zone. He's going to be buried into the corner. 3 Wolverines on him. It's a Wolverine team that's been swarming the Irish tonight. Casey's going to toss this one up to Brindley. Brindley's got a stretch. He wants him. He cannot get him. Duke will have this one instead. Duke's going to enter the zone. He's going to give this one back to Brindley. Brindley going to collide with Hughes a little bit, and this puck's going to be sent back into the Michigan zone for Holtz. Holtz with a neutral zone chip, and this one will end up back in the hands of the Irish. So an entry by the Irish. Puck on net. Barczewski with a blocker save. Puck got backed up at the point. It's going to be blocked by his own man, is Ali. As the Wolverines look to retain possession, Hughes now with the puck. He's going to find almost a breakaway opportunity that was intercepted by the Irish. This will be an Irish offensive possession here. It's Bavaro with the puck. He's going to put this one on net. Barczewski again with a nice blocker. Shifsky's just going to look for the glass on this one, but this one's going to go a little bit too high, and hopefully everyone in Yost is safe tonight.
Notre Dame is not going to let Michigan have a shutout easily. I mean, they're still bringing a lot of the energy. Michigan can't really afford to just let the clock run at this point. They need to keep up their energy as well. Notre Dame's easily keeping it in the Michigan zone. They just need a good shot on net, and something could happen.
Hughes is going to tie this draw up, and McGroarty's going to be streaking down into the offensive zone for the Wolverines. Not a heavy forecheck for the Wolverines here as Shifsky works into the offensive zone. Puck up to McGroarty. McGroarty's going to send this one back into the corner for Shifsky. Shifsky's going to go to work. A lot of production out of this Nazar, McGroarty, Shifsky line tonight. A lot of firepower here for the Wolverines. As the Irish find Knuble streaking into the Michigan zone. He's going to lose him. Going to blow a tire a little bit, and Casey's going to get buried behind the Michigan net. Fans kind of wanted a call, but they're not going to get one. Puck turned over for the Irish. Irish, nice toe drag by Janicki. Janicki's going to try to throw this one on net, but too much traffic in the neutral zone for... Yep, and there's a delayed call, and Casey's going to kind of take exception to this hit. Janicki just caught Moldenhauer dead to rights at the blue line, and the Irish are going to be flagged.
This is not at all what Notre Dame needs at this point. Definitely not another power play for Michigan. Like I've reiterated several times, Michigan is great with their power plays and honestly could get in another lead here just from this one unfortunate incident.
That's right. And this is a desperation mode for the Irish. Quite a stupid penalty by Janicki. I mean, you see the numbers of a player, you don't hit the guy, and that was just a bonehead play by Janicki. It's not what the Irish need at this stage of the game, and
definitely an avoidable penalty.
And it's going to be a roughing call. A little t-shirt toss here as Yost kind of picks up the energy a little bit. TV timeout, clear the snow off the ice, and Santa Ono, the Michigan president, chucking t-shirts into the stands.
You think I can get one?
I don't know if he's got the arm for it, but I think they're getting some up to the third or fourth level. So, I mean, hey, if you make yourself known, you know.
He's definitely got some practice doing it at football games and basketball games.
There you go.
I've seen him everywhere.
I think they should give us some like parachute men that we can drop from here, you know?
Oh, yes. They used to do that at the Dallas Stars games.
That's right. They got us up here on the 5th level with a nice pole in the way. Shout out to the Yost architecture.
The Yost pole.
Santa Ono is shown on the big screen, and children of Yost as well as Michigan fandom give the man a standing ovation. They love that guy here.
They love him.
8:25 left in the third period. Shots of 27-21 Michigan. 3-0 Wolverines. The shot is going to be put on net by Casey. And the Irish clear. It's the Michigan power play, but here comes Knuble. Knuble's going to get outmanned by Brindley. Brindley's going to chip that one away. And he's going to be working into the Michigan offensive zone. Slager kind of tied up with Duke at the line. It's the chippy Notre Dame team. 8 minutes left in the third.
Michigan having a hard time keeping it in the Irish zone.
And this was a 5-minute penalty, excuse me, for the Irish. A lot of noise going on in here. from Yost tonight. But this is Hughes in the Michigan offensive zone. Puck to Brindley. Brindley over to McGrory, and this puck will find its way out of the Michigan offensive zone as the Irish look for a fresh set of legs. McGrory breaking back into the offensive zone. Puck on net. Shouldered away by Bischel. Nice shoulder save.
Justin Janicki with a game misconduct for that boarding call. I mean, several other like really avoidable penalties on the Irish end. We had a hooking, a boarding, and a kneeing already in the game, and now another misconduct.
It's an untimely call. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left in the power play, which will not be reset if the Wolverines score. Estapa is going to take this draw, and he's going to win it cleanly for Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer to Truscott. Truscott back to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer is going to walk down to the offensive zone, fire this one wide, and will ride the boards into the Michigan zone. Truscott behind Barczewski, looking to establish some sort of breakout here. Truscott's going to take this one himself. Draw pass to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer picking up a head of steam to Nazar. Nazar to Estapa. Estapa on power play 1 tonight. Truscott over to Shifsky. Shifsky's going to work into net front for the Wolverines. Puck up to Truscott at the point. Truscott's going to pump fake, and he's going to put this one on net, and it's going to be fired just a bit high. Just a bit outside. Truscott. Truscott to Nazar. Nazar with a pump fake. He wants to put this puck on net. Nazar puck on net. He does just that, and Shifsky's going to lose the battle up front, and the Irish will get this puck out of the zone. Estapa now with possession. He's been on the ice for 2 minutes. The Wolverines need a new set of legs here. And they do get that. Brindley now with the puck. A lot of open ice. Dodges a hit. Puck to McGrory. McGrory to Casey. Casey to McGrory. McGrory, Duke. Puck on net. It's going to be sent into the corner. Casey to McGrory. McGrory finds his man down low. Can't really establish a shot, but it's going to be Casey up top. Casey's going to look for Brindley, and Brindley's not going to handle it. Casey to Hughes. McGrory to Casey. Hughes, puck on net. It's going to be stopped. Shot block up front. Here comes a breakaway for Landon Slaggert, his second of the night. Casey back checking hard. Slaggert's going to get absolutely tripped up here, and we have an interference and a penalty shot. Penalty shot called for Landon Slaggert of the Irish.
That was a good opportunity taken by the Irish on that breakaway. Casey, great defense on his end, but now we have a penalty shot.
That's right. It's kind of a 50-50 tie-up battle up front as Slaggert was working in hard and Casey was riding him off to the wall, and give him the benefit of the doubt. Slaggert was working hard, and he'll get rewarded with a penalty shot here.
Yep.
5 minutes, 37 seconds left in the third period. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left in the power play for the Wolverines. Penalty shot for Landon Slaggert.
And that was a tripping call.
That's right. Once fierce competitor of mine, a product of the Chicago Mission out of Illinois, a fantastic player. Kid that I hated playing against and a team that I hated playing against, but here he is with a penalty shot attempt against Jacob Barczewski.
Big captain, their leading goal scorer.
Slaggert's going to pick this puck up at center. Yost is making some noise. Slaggert works around the half wall. He's going to put this puck on net. Saved by Barczewski.
The crowd is going insane right now. That was a great save. In my opinion, not much of a shot, but still a good save and a good attempt on the Irish end.
Absolutely not. That is what I would consider a poor shootout attempt or a penalty shot attempt by Slaggert. I mean, don't discredit Barczewski. It's a great save and a timely save. Michigan goes back to work. 5:37 left in the third period. 2 minutes, 12 seconds on their power play. Up 3-0 of the Wolverines. Puck one to Casey. Casey. Brindley is going to dish it off to McGrory. Look for some zone entry. McGrory fancy pass to Casey on the point. Casey's going to give it over to Hughes. He's going to fan on it, but he still has it. Hughes over to McGrory. McGroarty to Casey. Wolverines taking their time with this one. McGroarty, puck on net. It's going to get blocked up front, and the Irish have a 2-on-1 opportunity here. Nelson up to Knubel, and he's going to fire this one wide. He has had a couple shots go wide of the net tonight. And a grade A scoring chance for the Irish.
Seems to be the story of the night. The Irish just can't get a good shot on net.
Duke's going to dish whistle off to Hughes. To McGroarty up front. Brindley's going to tuck this one, scores.
Brindley with a great flip up into the net.
It's going to be a defensive breakdown for the Irish, and Michigan recognizes that. McGroarty finds Brindley up front, and this is 4-0 Wolverines.
I mean, this is something that I kind of talked about before in this game. All they really need to do is flick it up, because the Irish seem to be down with their goalie a lot, but I have to give credit to Ryan Bischel. I mean, this game is not lost because of him. It's definitely because the Michigan Wolverines have a great offense, and he's a great goalie. I mean, there's a reason why he was the first star of last weekend.
Absolutely. And it's going to be 4-0 Wolverines, 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in the period. This was a major on Janicki, so this power play will still stay alive for the Wolverines. 1 minute left in it. Nazar works into the offensive zone for Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer's going to, this was going off to Truscott at the point. Truscott's going to feed Shifsky down at the half wall. Shifsky's going to look for a stopper, but this puck's going to be battled along the wall. And Truscott has possession to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer on the half wall. Truscott to Nazar. Nazar's going to look for some company. He's going to be tipped on net by Shifsky. Notre Dame does a great job of cleaning that net front, and Bischel's going to hang on to this one.
I mean, this is easily avoidable by the Irish. That was another power play goal, unassisted by Gavin Brindley. I mean, great shot, great goal, avoidable by the penalty that was taken by the Irish.
It is unfortunate that that goal was unassisted, because McGroarty did find,
I do agree with that.
Brindley up front. It would just hit a couple pairs of skates, and you know, I'm not a stat guy, but it's got to go to McGroarty for the apple, right?
I definitely agree with that.
30 seconds left on the Michigan power play. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the third. Keenan Draper's going to win this draw. Puck over to Warren. Puck over to Edwards. Puck on net going to be swallowed up by Bischel again. That puck was sent in on net by Ernest.
Michigan's out shooting the Irish 35-22. I mean, Michigan's just a lot more aggressive on their offensive front. It seems like the Notre Dame Irish are trying to catch up from an early loss.
This was a must-win game for the Wolverines. Only 3 or 4 points behind the Irish in the Big Ten standings. And it's been a dominant showing for the Michigan Wolverines. Edwards with possession at the point. Up over to Marshall Warren. 10 seconds left in the Michigan power play. Keep an eye on that box. Ernest is going to have possession along the half wall. Going to be battled on. The Irish are going to send this one to the neutral zone, and we got full-strength hockey once again. Edwards looking for some puck possession in his own zone. He's going to take this one behind his own net. Puck over to Ernest. Ernest is going to dump this one, soft dump into the corner, and Wolverines go to work. Kept in by Duke. Duke's going to send this one back into the corner. By Tanner Rowe, the freshman, who's been getting a lot more playing time tonight. Holtz is going to ride off Monahan into the ref, and this one's going to be turned over by the Irish at their own offensive blue line. This puck's up to Holtz now. Holtz going to rip this puck wide, and that's going to be into the hands of the Irish now. Slaggert's going to fire this one into no man's land, and Draper will have possession of this, and Fantilli's going to regroup behind his own net. Fantilli up to Draper. Draper going to put this puck on net. It's going to be easily swallowed up by Ryan Bischel. Sydney, I don't know about you, but these Notre Dame jerseys are fantastic.
I personally love their helmets.
That's right.
They look like bobbleheads because they're like shining and they're gold, and I love them.
That's right. They are beautiful jerseys. Luckily, I got to cover Michigan State game a couple weeks ago, and Notre Dame, arguably two of the better-looking outfits in NCAA hockey.
Tonight we also have Ohio State playing Michigan State and Wisconsin playing Penn State. Those should be some really good games to look out for stats-wise.
That's right. And Big Ten standings, got to keep an eye on those as Michigan will turn this puck over for the Irish, and the Irish will send this one deep into the Michigan zone for Edwards. Only 50 left in the third period here. Edwards working out of the Michigan zone. The stop is going to fire this one probably 20 feet up into the air for Marshall Warren. Marshall Warren to Tanner Rowe. And a dump and some fresh legs for the Wolverines. A little bit of conflict at the crossroads of the Irish bench as well as the Michigan bench, and they're going to give a set of offsetting penalties for the two parties. That's going to be Tyler Carpenter and Philip Point, I believe? No, that is Tanner Rowe, excuse me.
This seems to be a pattern with a lot of these Big Ten teams, Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Notre Dame, all getting some really like pointless penalties towards the end of the game just because they're getting riled up and they start making some silly errors. And it's in their stats. You can see it in their stats so that they're all in the top 10 most penalty minutes. And a lot of them are Big Ten teams too, so.
That's right. This will be, they'll call this 4-on-4 hockey. This will not be offsetting, but with 1:37 left in the third period, the Irish will have possession. 4-0 Wolverines. Landon Slaggert's going to work into the offensive zone. He's going to get tripped up by Draper. Good body by Draper. It's going to be sent over on the net by Tilly. And Tilly to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer gets a nice little body put on him by Slaggert. Slaggert with possession. Bavaro at the point. Back to Slaggert. Slaggert's going to walk the line. Get back to Bavaro. That works in the Michigan corner. Truscott's going to have possession. It's getting a little bit chippy here. That's a minute left in the third period. Michigan up 4-0 on the Irish. Set of fresh legs coming for the Wolverines here. 50 seconds left to play as the Irish look to mount their last hope and drive. It's going to be Nelson. Nelson's going to give this one to Fisher. Be turned over. Holtz going to be fired wide. Ernestie's going to get this one out of the zone with 30 seconds left to play. Puck settled down in the Notre Dame defensive zone. It's going to be fired up. Slaggert. Ernestie's going to take Slaggert down. A nice body on him. 15 seconds left to play. This should all but do it as Estapa enters the zone. He's going to give this one to LaPointe. 5 seconds, and Yost is going to give Michigan the hand they deserve tonight. That is a 4-0 win for the Michigan Wolverines. Shots are 35-22. A dominant performance from the Wolverines. Sydney, what do you look for in the Wolverines tomorrow to carry this win over? It's a positive momentum.
I mean, keep the energy up. They definitely got cleaner as the game went along. You can see that with the amount of goals they got towards the end of the game. Just to keep that energy up and maybe decline a little bit of those penalty minutes. A lot of them are pointless, and I've seen in the past in some of their games that getting those silly penalty minutes towards the end of the game is the reason why they can't seem to get shut out. So I'm glad they were able to kind of hold back on that tonight because, you know, they deserve this shutout. Their offense, killed it tonight, and I want to reiterate, Ryan Bischel is not the reason that Notre Dame lost tonight.
No,
he did a great job, an amazing job, and honestly their offense is great too. They just couldn't capitalize on any of their shots. So both really good teams. It could go either way. I have a prediction that it might be a split series, but you know, Michigan definitely can still keep the energy and pull it out tomorrow.
Michigan will head over to the Children of Yost, salute their fans, everyone that came out tonight to a sold-out barn. These two teams will meet tomorrow again at 6:30 p.m. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Michigan Wolverines. Again, this is a 4-0 win by the Michigan Wolverines, and an utterly dominant performance by the Wolverines that was. And from all of us at WCBN, thank you for tuning in.
Make sure to catch Luke tomorrow. He'll also be on that broadcast.
I will indeed be on the call tomorrow.
Wish him a happy birthday in the chat.
That's right. It is my 22nd birthday. Celebrated with a Michigan win and hopefully a sweep tomorrow. So, again, thank you for tuning in, and go blue.
We appreciate the support. Bye, guys.